covering all the news from every dark corner of the universe. SliceofSciFi.com.
And greetings, everyone, to another Slice of Sci-Fi. I am Michael R. Menengay.
And I'm Megan Zier.
I'm Keith Lane.
And I'm Ben Raggington, and we have the great pleasure of having two very special guests with us tonight.
Yay.
First, in the studio, we have Helen Stevenson. She is the director of the Prescott Film Festival. Hello, Helen.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
Our pleasure.
Problem.
And calling in, we have Dr. Clint Ewell. He is the vice president of Yavapai College. Thank you for being with us also.
Hi, guys. It is awesome to be here.
Not a problem. So this little film festival thing kind of popped up on us out of the blue, and we went, hey, wait a minute. There's another film festival. We just had one last week. We're going to talk about another one today. So we got Helen in the studio. We'll let her tell us what this thing's all about.
Well, we decided to start doing mini fests, and we thought sci-fi would be a great way to start kicking this idea off.
Of course. It's always a good idea.
Well, especially among us, yes.
And we found out that Rod Roddenberry had done an independent film called Trek Nation.
Mm-hmm.
And I called the agent, and the agent said, yeah, he'll come and he'll be there for Q&A after the movie. And I thought, wow, that's something cool to build a whole festival around. So we that was the start of the building block, and he is scheduled to come and do it on the 20th. He'll be there in the evening at Yavapai College in the Performing Arts Center and do a Q&A after the movie.
That is so cool.
Wow. Well, you just answered one of my questions. I was going to ask, how did these sci-fi mini-fests come about? So I guess what I'm curious about now is what kind of... Do you have a substantial demographic for science fiction or similar genre films in the Yavapai area, Prescott?
Well, we're reaching out to the whole state. There's actually 3 colleges in Prescott. There's Yavapai College, there's Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, and there's a ton of engineer students there. And then,
Oh, well, there you go.
right.
Tech.
And Prescott College. So we have the colleges, and we think that'll appeal to those students.
Excellent. So, Clint, talk to us a little bit about your involvement in this thing.
Well, I've been involved since the idea came up. Helen knows that I'm a sci-fi geek, and once she launched the idea of doing Trek Nation, I thought that was great. But then letting it kind of grow into a little mini festival, I thought was going to be a really fun weekend. So, I sat down with their team. We got some people together, and I'll tell you, the process of going through picking, some of your favorite sci-fi movies was more difficult than any of us thought it would be.
Well, that was good. That was one of my questions that I wanted to ask. What kind of was there anything specific that you were trying to get in terms of science fiction films? Were you looking at short films? Were you looking at feature lengths? Were you looking at also television? I mean, what kind of how broad the spectrum are we looking at here for this?
Well, we built it around Trek Nation, so we have a couple of Star Trek films. We're going back to look at the classic Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan, especially with all the intrigue around Into the Darkness as to who that person is. We're excited to show it up on the big screen. And then we'll be doing Star Trek from J.J. Abrams and Galaxy Quest. And after that, we're going to diversify it a little bit. Yeah, and I'll let Helen tell you about some of those.
I love Galaxy Quest. It's on my top 10 movies.
It's the best.
And I thought, how
Same.
fun.
Yeah.
Same here.
Seeing it in a theater on the big screen with a whole group of sci-fi fans, that's got to be the best.
That should have its own Rocky Horror type.
I was thinking
Midnight showing.
that sounds very cult.
Truly, it's one of those movies that should move that direction, I think.
Well, and word's getting around in the local area, at least, because I walked into a business where I was going to put a poster up, and the gal at the reception desk put her arms up in the air and said, "Never give up."
Never
That's awesome.
That's too cool.
It was perfect.
So from what I'm already now beginning to see is that we know that this is I guess it was pitched as part of the Prescott Film Festival, but this is more than just a film festival.
Right. We have workshops and we have a dance. Friday night is the really fun dance. We've got Endless Entertainment putting this together, and it's the Space Jam dance.
Oh, that's an awesome name.
Isn't that adorable? Yeah, they designed that.
It was like a cosplay dance.
That's awesome.
No, they all dress up like Michael Jordan and Looney Tunes characters and play basketball.
There you go.
Clearly, that's what happens.
I bow to you.
That was an issue that was raised.
And they just play I Believe I Can Fly.
That's
over.
all. Yeah, it's over. Endless loop. Yeah. Watch out. I'm sure someone's going to get that idea now. Thank you.
Absolutely.
But there'll be a costume contest for that, and at that night, and whoever wins the costume contest gets free passes for the whole event.
Nice.
We'll have a gamers lounge going on upstairs, which will be really fun, and pixel paint, which is a really interesting new technology where, well, I'll let Clint describe the pixel paint. He knows that better.
Well, pixel paint, imagine, if you will, like a big 9-foot by 12-foot screen, and you can put any electronic image up on that screen, whether it's a picture, whether it's a screenshot from the internet, your favorite sci-fi movie, and then once it's up on the screen, you use pretend paintbrushes and spray paint cans, and you can further decorate that picture and customize it, and then print it out as a little keepsake. It's a really cool technology that Endless Entertainment has.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
So it's a light bright on steroids.
You stole it right out of my
Without
mouth.
all the pieces getting stuck in your vacuum. Nice. Very cool.
And no pieces to
I don't know
lose.
if I want to trust that technology with college students, though.
That could get dangerous.
Well, but if they're all sci-fi nerds, I don't think it could be.
They'll be a little bit smarter.
There is that subgenre. Gotta be careful about them.
No, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
So, Clint, this is the first year that you're hosting this thing. I mean, you've got a bunch of stuff other than just Rod Roddenberry. I'm seeing here that you have a lot of people
Oh,
coming
quite a
in.
few guests that we're seeing on the website.
No, that's absolutely true. We have David Frankham, who is one of the original Red Shirts, and he's going to come in and tell us about his experiences getting killed off. And in addition to that, we'll have, we'll have Sean Kenny, who was in the original series pilot. He was the injured Captain Pike.
Oh.
I was just blown over when I saw that name show up. Wow. I mean, to long-time diehard Trek fans, that's almost something of a coup.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I'm impressed, personally.
I mean, kudos to you for making this first one a really big event. Usually the first events are a little, they get some traction and it takes some time for them to get going.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys could have had Rod Roddenberry and then been like, that's it.
And that would have been enough. Exactly. I mean, because he's a pretty big deal already, I mean, just from the Roddenberry legacy and how he's always trying to find new ways to keep, at least in terms of discussion, how he's trying to keep Star Trek alive. So just to get him alone, I think was amazing. But you've got all these other guests that are going to be here. I'm just so impressed.
Well, Alan lives up there, so
that's convenient.
He can just walk down the street to you.
Yeah.
So. Alan Dean Foster, for you folks that don't understand and don't want to know what I'm talking about, he's actually going to be available as well.
And he's done novelizations for about 100 sci-fi movies, different books and a lot of sci-fi movies. And he did the first one he did the story for Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Yeah.
And then he did Splinter of the Mind's Eye, and we're having everybody read Splinter of the Mind's Eye. And then he's going to be there on Sunday morning to do a talk about the book.
Yeah, he's
book discussion.
Alan's actually out. He is actually the one that did the original Star Wars story too. So that's no longer a secret. If you didn't know that, Alan Dean Foster wrote that, not George.
He's very gracious about it, though.
Yes, he is.
He is very gracious. Well, I'll tell you how we ended up with the extra guests, because it was kind of a funny story. We had advertised Sci-Fi Minifest is coming, and a student that goes to college in one of the colleges in Prescott, his dad happens to be one of the Comic-Con booking agents.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, my son just keeps bothering me. Get William Shatner, get this person, get that person. And I keep trying to explain. He said, I keep trying to explain to him there's an economy of scale. That's not going to happen in Prescott in their first year. So he said, let's make a deal. I'll help you get some more people in, and that will please my son. And I said, yes. So,
awesome.
And then he asked me, okay, who are the other people you have besides Rod Roddenberry? And I said, well, we have a red shirt coming. And he said, well, that's great, and let's get some more than that. And so that's how we very graciously ended up with more celebrities. We were just thrilled.
Nice.
Very nice.
So I guess the question then becomes, what kind of plans do you have for the future in terms of this mini fest? I assume that it's going to start, because it's just a 2-day event, if I'm correct.
It's 3 days. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah. Friday is the 3 workshops and the dance. And then Saturday we're going to do the movies, and we're going to have some panel discussions. Now we're sliding in panel discussions because we have the other people coming, the other actors coming. And they want a chance to do autographs and things like that. And we're working on another little piece, so it's yeah, I know we're still adding to it, but it's it's 3 days.
It's turning into its own little mini con. I mean, it's I'm rather impressed by that, especially for a first go.
Well, thank you. Yes, I appreciate that.
Very, very pleased. So I assume that you just have this grand vision of where you'd like hopefully where you'd like to see this go, because I don't think there's really much representation.
No, I was
in the con circuit.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, it's Prescott. There can't be a whole lot of genre stuff happening up there, is there? Maybe I'm wrong about that.
I mean, you mentioned that there were those schools that are up there, but is there a lot of activity for sci-fi genre fans up there? I'm not aware of any.
Not really, but someone just opened a bookstore that he's a big sci-fi fan. It's the Peregrine Bookstore. So that's a brand new thing, and they're going to, trying to get on board to help us out in some way. But not really. There's lots of arts and culture there, and we do films year-round at Yavapai College.
Or how about on the college campuses, though?
I'll let Clint answer that. He's going to know more than I do.
Yeah, I don't think that there's anything that's organized, but, with kids that age, I think sci-fi and superheroes and all that is really very popular right now. So we've gotten our students involved with helping to plan this event, and I have to tell you, the students are just very excited about it. They're really convinced it's going to be a big hit with all 3 schools up here, and hopefully we can convince some folks to make the trip up the hill and come enjoy it with us.
Well, I tell you, I'm really excited about this. You guys I really feel like you guys are the kind of the vanguard for this genre for this town. And congratulations to you guys for doing
that.
Well, I was going to say, not just a place. I mean, you mentioned people going up the hill. How about people coming down the hill from Flagstaff? Because I don't think there's anything like that going on up there either.
No.
Right.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
So you're speaking to a whole population of Arizona that has maybe they've been starving for something like this.
We hope so.
Well, that's just unbelievably exciting. Now we understand. Well, we were told that there's some sort of a giveaway.
Something that we might be able to offer to the listeners today.
Yeah, like I'd heard something about some passes.
And I think Clint's in charge of that.
Oh, so okay. So what can you tell us about that?
Clint, where's the goodies? Tell us about it.
I believe we're going to have a contest in partnership with Sci-Fi, and folks are going to be posting videos on your Facebook page in costume, and I believe I can't recall if they're going to have to do a dance or if they're going to have to explain why they think it's a great idea for them to get the pass.
We got the information here.
I've got the details right here.
With you.
I'm just having some fun. So what we're going to tell our listeners, and there's something very specific. You need to be able to attend this. So if you're going to be in the area or if you live in the area, then fantastic, because you need to be able to pick up your tickets for this event. So what we want our listeners, anybody who's interested in joining on this, to give us your best cosplay. What would you wear for the Space Jam dance? So what we want you to do, and this is the challenge, we want you to go out there, we want you to videotape yourself dancing in whatever outfit you're going to be wearing to cosplay, to the Space Jam dance. We want to see you all dressed up. Now, if you can't do a video, then at least take a photo of it, and we need you to send it to both Summer Brooks and Jeffrey Willerth, our executive producers, and that'll be Summer at sliceofscifi.com and Jeffrey at sliceofscifi.com, and we will pick the 2 best winners out of that deal. Okay?
There you go, folks. Free stuff.
Oh, and I should say, in the email, the subject needs to be Space Jam Dance contest.
Yes.
So that we know exactly what it is. That way we know what to look for.
And it doesn't get lost in this.
Doesn't get lost in the stuff.
In the inner tubes.
So I guess the next question would be, where can people learn more about this mini fest and maybe the Prescott Film Festival in general?
Well, the dance and the whole Sci-Fi Mini Fest is at ycpac.com, and that's the Yavapai College Performing Arts Center's website. And then more details, and that's where you buy tickets, is at ycpac.com. And then there's other information. We go deeper into the workshops at prescottfilmfestival.com. And we both have Facebooks pages, so log on there and like us. And for both Yavapai College Performing Arts Center, it's YCPAC and Prescott Film Festival.
Excellent.
And I assume we'll have the links on our Sci-Fi
I'm
page.
sure we'll have them on our page, but yeah, absolutely. Go check out on our Facebook page or wherever. So.
And from what I see, the Trek Nation tickets are, I see, $10 or $5 for students of any school and Yavapai College employees. All the other films are $6 or $3 for students and Yavapai College employees. The dance, $5 in advance or $10 at the door. The workshop, the reading, and the stargazing.
I forgot.
Stargazing. Tell us more about that.
We completely forgot about that.
The Prescott Astronomy Club is...
Really?
We have to go now.
Now we have to go.
They're awesome. They have amazing telescopes. And there's, right next to the YPAC, the theater, there's a sculpture garden that's outside with not very many lights. And so we're going to be setting up in the sculpture garden. And of course, Prescott doesn't have that many lights anyway. So we're going to be setting up in the sculpture garden, and they call them a star party, and they're going to do some stargazing.
Hope for no moon that night.
Yes. Oh, we should look that up.
Yeah.
Make sure. Yeah. I mean, you don't want a full moon that night.
Yes.
But
Unless you want to look at the moon.
Yeah, well.
Not
Moon's
really,
beautiful.
no. Yeah, moon's beautiful. I'll go, oh, look, it's pretty. How nice. But that's not exactly what I'd be wanting to do a star party for.
Not really, no.
No, I had a chance of attending some sort of astronomy get-together a number of years ago. Keith and I did, and saw some of the most amazing stuff, especially when you can get outside of the city. And now, I mean, you're going to be up, you're going to be elevated.
Yeah.
Away from all the light
Away
pollution
from
of
the
Phoenix.
light pollution, clearer air.
Yeah,
Oh,
clear
that's
air.
exciting.
What's clear air? I haven't heard of that. What is that?
Well, that's because we live in Phoenix, Mike.
yes.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
Phoenix.
how you should really be promoting this. It's not Phoenix.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
It's
look
cooler.
look at the stars and not in
There's
Phoenix.
pine trees.
Yeah,
You might miss the cactus for a little while, but you'll be all right.
right.
That's right.
So anyway, the workshops, the reading, and the stargazing, before I got distracted, those are free. Free.
Oh, free
Free.
stargazing.
Free. That's a great word, especially when you talk stargazing.
Oh man,
and then there's an
we've got to go.
I know.
Now,
Really?
What night is the stargazing?
Saturday night.
Oh, yay.
Saturday.
We can do that.
We can do that. We can do that.
Okay.
We just might be showing up. You watch out.
That would be great.
There's an all-access pass, and that's $40. The tickets are available at www.ycpac.com.
YC.
You're confusing the issue.
YCPAC.
So think
Wow.
There you go.
Yavapai College Pack.com.
There you go.
You just click the buy tickets.
YC Pack. I like
YC
that.
Pack, yeah.
That's a better way to say it.
Yeah,
YCPack.com. There
Yeah.
you go.
So click the buy tickets button on the right for the all access pass, or just click on the events below if you want to buy something that's individual. This sounds absolutely amazing. I am so stoked for this.
It's going to. I just thought of one more thing, and that's the little image that we have from the. This is the Robbie the Robot. It's called Blues Machine.
Right there.
We're going to be This is an original art that the artist gave us permission to
Oh,
use.
really?
Oh, cool.
Wow.
And he did a numbered print that we have being framed by one of the framing art stores in town, and they're going to be a raffle for that.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
I got a wall for that. Actually, so does Mike. You got several walls
I've got
for that.
several walls for
And
that.
if you don't, you can find one.
So be prepared for fisticuffs
Yes.
as they duke it out.
Well, I'm going to be buying tickets for that too.
Hey, I don't know about that. That sounds like that could lead to corruption there.
Okay, we kind of forgot about Clint over there.
I know. We're so
Yeah, I was just
sorry.
thinking about that.
Clint.
Sorry, Clint. You're just
Hey,
as much
no
a part
worries.
of this.
He knows him.
My last thing is I just wanted to point out there's more than just the Star Trek movies. You know, please, if you're a sci-fi fanatic like we are, please check out our website and see what the other 4 or 5 movies are going to be.
Oh, and so you're going to make us work? You're not going to tell us?
I'll tell you. I was going to let it lie, but we have the classic Forbidden Planet.
Oh, my
I
Nice.
love that
on the big
movie.
screen. You're going to show it on the big screen?
Yes.
I have never seen that on the big screen.
And
Really?
What night is that?
That
That is on
Saturday morning.
Saturday
Oh,
morning.
Saturday morning.
We're going.
We're going.
Oh my gosh, y'all are making a day.
Wow, that's going to be a
kidding.
day.
You might have to go Friday night
uh,
after all.
District 9.
District 9.
I love that movie.
Oh, that's heady. That's tough stuff.
Yeah,
Wow.
good stuff. And then we wrap up on Sunday with The Matrix and Inception.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
Wow,
Very cool.
mind benders. I like the theme that you kind of got going on there. That's really
I
nice.
think Galaxy Quest.
And well, yeah, I got to throw Galaxy Quest in
I
that
just
mix.
I just like the fact that it's full movies and not just a whole bunch of shorts. I think shorts are great. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of nice to actually sit down and
Well, I think
do a
to
full
start
feature.
things off like this,
Yeah.
in this nature, maybe it is a great way to use feature length films. Now it serves as a better lure
Exactly.
to get people to come in and join in. I mean, has the advanced ticket sales looked good so far? Do you know that yet?
I don't know that because they're sold through the college.
So does Clint know?
Yeah, do you?
They are doing pretty well. We just got the site up this past week, and tickets are already starting to roll out the door.
Nice.
Excellent.
Oh, that is so exciting because I think everybody in this room definitely wants to see this succeed and really
Truly.
take off.
Oh, and it'll be so good for the college.
It'd be great. Well,
will.
I think it'd be great for Northern Arizona, period.
Yeah, but I love it when education is.
well, that's true. I agree
love
with that.
it. Education, woo!
No, I do agree with that. I think this is just an awesome thing because, I mean, Phoenix gets all the attention, and I think that maybe that's just a little bit unfair. So it's nice to see
Well,
that.
one
Go
of the
ahead.
fun things that I'll point out to you all is this is going to be shown in our Performing Arts Center, which has 1,100 seats.
I've been
So
in there.
Think back to the days of the old movie palaces. It's just like watching it in a movie palace. It's a lot of fun.
That's going to be
cool.
cool.
Outstanding.
And that's a monster screen too. I mean, you guys got some pretty major audio video going on there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wow. I'm there.
Yeah, truly.
That's all I got to say. I'm there.
We'll be
I
there.
think that this is too exciting. Now.
So really quickly, before we run out of time here, tell us about the stuff that you brought us. You brought us a whole bunch of goodies here, and this film strip, which I still can't see because I'm in front of a monitor. But
I brought you guys the ones with the headless robots because I didn't want kids to accidentally get them, and I figured this was a safe place to leave them.
oh,
And they're film strips. There are save the date cards for our annual festival, which is in July, and it's also at Yavapai College.
okay.
And I also brought a gift, a little bird. And
Oh, that's so cool.
Rick Hartner, who from Setting Duck Studios, makes those for all our filmmakers. So Rod Roddenberry will get one of these, and our workshop guests. And they're his recycled metal, and he creates individual ones. He did 4 dozen of them for us this year.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
And let's see. And we have our trifolds, which has all the information. The workshops are there on the back listed. And this is just a real quick glimpse at the Sci-Fi Mini Fest. And then this is the Space Jam dance, which you guys have all the details on the back, including the QR code.
Very cool.
To flip. So yeah, the dance is going to be a lot of fun. Endless Entertainment's doing it with glow sticks and big screens and a video DJ and
And dubstep.
Awesome. Oh, I guess I forgot to ask, is there going to be a dealer's room?
Oh.
We're trying to get that to happen.
Okay.
That's one thing that that it was offered to us, and I'm still in the negotiations with them to get that to happen. So maybe
It is like a mini con.
this
Oh my
really
goodness.
has turned into a con.
That's what I'm wondering. I mean, we're pushing the film festival con area here. We might have
Yes.
to
Well,
have to put this out as a con report.
Maybe. It's almost qualifying.
Well, one of the things my husband always talks about, Don, he says that things, if they grow organically, they're going to be really successful. And that's exactly what's happened with this. It's truly grown organically. So we're thrilled.
That's fantastic.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
I know, I'm all nervous and jittery. I'm like, this is so exciting.
It really is. I mean, just the idea of seeing some of these movies alone on the big screen, and then the stargazing party. Oh, wow! I'm stoked.
All right,
stoked.
Clint,
and Megan is verklempt.
Yes, she is. Clint, some final thoughts? Anything?
No, we really do hope to see you all up here. It's going to be a blast.
Well, you've definitely got us all excited for it.
Yeah, Keith, who's running the video, he and I are both planning on coming up to this.
Great.
So yeah, we'll be there.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, I tell you what, I think we're going to wrap that up there. And thank you guys so much for being in.
Well, thank you for having us. We're just delighted to be here.
Not a problem.
Oh, we're so glad that you came in.
I know.
So
this is
that's
great.
That's Yavapai College and the Prescott Film Festival. That is the 19th through the 21st in Prescott, Arizona. And if you don't know where that's at, you can look it up on a map or something, I guess.
The internet, a map.
The map. The
like they're going to pull an atlas out.
Pull out an atlas.
Google it, please.
Punch it into your GPS and just go. It's a road trip.
That is so 20th century. This is the future, babe.
Thanks so much. Well, thanks, everyone. And definitely hope to see you there and see a lot of you other folks out there as well. That's going to do it for Slice of Sci-Fi. Thanks, everyone. You know where to find us. SliceofSci-Fi.com, SliceofSci-Fi.tv, the Facebook page, the Twitters, all that fun stuff. See you soon.